I know it's been a couple of weeks since the Izzy versus DDP fight, and what a fight it was. But I've had this on my mind for a while now, and I wanted to make a video on why I believe Izzy will never be able to beat DDP. Not that Izzy looked bad in this fight at all. I think he won majority of the rounds. I gave him 2 rounds out of the 3 that were actually completed, and I was also giving him the 4th round until it got finished. I just wanted to make this video because Izzy was actually a slight favourite. The community gave slightly to Du Plessis, but officially Adesanya was the slight favourite. And there was a lot of, I was in a lot of conversations and people didn't really see DDP winning. And I was 100% sure from the beginning, as soon as this fight was announced, I just knew DDP, there will be no chance that Izzy's going to beat him. And also, I wanted to make it clear that I didn't believe that DDP was going to beat him somehow grappling. I just knew that DDP was going to win on the feet, in the striking. And although DDP did beat him with a submission, and Izzy's never been finished by a submission before, the setup to that submission and also all the problems that he was causing Izzy throughout the whole fight was his striking, I believe. He was just looking very dangerous throughout the whole fight, and that was all his striking. Even though he did get a couple takedowns, and he did even attempt a choke in the 2nd round, I think it was. But I think DDP was just looking the more aggressive and more dangerous opponent throughout the whole fight. And this video, I wanted to point out why exactly. Even though Izzy is the better stand-up fighter, he's got a better combination, he's got a better striking, cleaner, but there's something about DDP that he couldn't deal with. And that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video. Let's go. So straight away, 1st round, you see Izzy controls the center of the octagon, and he done that majority of the fight. And the only times you saw him back up is when DDP would blitz in, or you could tell that he was afraid of DDP's power. I think what DDP did was that he made Izzy respect his power from the beginning, from the beginning of the fight. And you see it. So he's controlling the center of the octagon. Izzy is, just controlling it. But you see these blitzes that DDP would do, and he would do that throughout the whole fight. And this is what kept getting to Izzy, and Izzy just wasn't able to deal with it. And Izzy does back up a lot from fighters. He backs up in straight lines and circles out towards the end, but someone like DDP is always going to catch you. And I don't think Izzy's shots are damaging enough to knock DDP out or put him off continuing them blitzes. I don't think he's able to hurt him in that way. Someone who's got lethal power like a Pereira, maybe, yeah, but Izzy, no, I don't think so. Even though he was landing some beautiful combinations. So you see it, 409, and look how much he's backed him up from the center of the octagon. He's here. Now he's here, and he just starts the blitz, and he's already backed him up. I mean, just the movement alone, you'll see Izzy back up a lot. You see back as soon as he sees DDP coming forward, especially after he landed a few shots on him already in the 1st round, you see all the remaining blitzes that he will do throughout the whole fight. You'll see he will back up as soon as he will see that blitz coming. You'll see it throughout the whole fight. He just manages to back Izzy up. Like here, Izzy lands a good kick, but he will back Izzy up. Again, goes in for these weird, unconventional shots. Look at his body, like he'll throw a right hand, his right hand. And look where his body is. It leaves everything open. It looks like he's clean open for that. A straight left from Izzy, or a left hook, or a right, or anything. But Izzy did land a few, but he's just not able to get it because DDP's got this weird, unconventional style that's so hard to train for. And these fighters with these kind of styles, like DDP, that are so unconventional, so hard to train for because you can't replicate it in training. Continue. Yeah, again, throws his wild shots that starts his blitzes, makes Izzy back up. Most of the time he doesn't even land. Like he won't land, but that one shot, you could tell that Izzy would he earns Izzy's respect with his power. Izzy was fighting a great fight. I feel like he was doing everything that he could to beat DDP, and he was looking convincing in most of the fight, especially round 3 it was. Like this, like look at that straight, just a beautiful jab, knocks him off balance, times it perfectly as he goes for the kick. But this guy just has no remorse, just straight on it again, and just does that throughout the whole entire fight. Just throws. Look how open he is. Someone like Izzy, who's a sharpshooter, would be able to utilize that, but he doesn't. He avoids it because I feel like DDP's powers he's just too powerful, and he's good, and he's just too powerful, too strong, always attacking. That's the thing with him. He's just always constantly on the attack, constantly, always looking for ways he can attack, and you just see that throughout the whole fight. Like Izzy's got lovely defense. DDP can't really throw a shot over that arm because his shoulder's blocking it, and then this in MMA, you see Izzy gets in trouble with this a lot because he blocks the left hook coming with his glove. I mean, there's nothing much you can do because it's so hard to defend in MMA because of the gloves. They're so small. Not boxing where you got like 10, 12 ounces of padding. It's just literally your hand and like a little bit of like 4 ounces on top of that. It's very hard to defend, and shots do land over that. But Izzy does a good job. The way he circles out, he avoids that left hook. You see it here. He just backs him up constantly. The whole first round, he was backing him up about 5 times maybe. Even though I gave Izzy that round, it was a close, very, very close round. Izzy landed a few more shots, but it was just even though he was winning some of these rounds, I just didn't see Izzy winning. I just knew it would be ended somewhere within the distance because DDP as he would push Izzy back, was just looking too threatening all the time. Like you can't avoid it. You can avoid it maybe once, twice, and if you're as good as Adesanya is, maybe you can avoid it for 3-4 rounds. But it's gonna land. Something's gonna land. Something's gonna hurt you. This is still the end of round 1. Just land some beautiful shots, powerful shots. Izzy does throw back, but I mean, I don't think that one shot or that, it's got to be something lethal. He's like a tank. DDP's like a tank. You got to throw something super powerful at him to stop him. And I don't think Izzy's got that power, even though he's an amazing kickboxer. Constantly backs him up, pushes him forward, and even though it looks so weird, it just works because you could tell Izzy's a bit fearful. Like he'll try to throw these left hooks, but it's not landing. Yeah, I just feel like he knew what DDP can do. Yeah, I think this is the beginning of round 2. Yeah, he's straight away within the first 10 seconds comes in, blitz, throws a spinning kick, and then within a minute he's got him down. Even his attacking on the ground was it was relentless because you see it here within 2 seconds he's got one hook in and he's already putting his next hook in. In 2 seconds, literally, he's got both hooks in and he's attacking the neck. And I think that's what it is. That's what you need. I mean, we all know Izzy's got great takedown defense, but someone who attacks the way DDP does, well, like you can't stop it. I mean, unless you're very, very high level, but someone like Adesanya, that's how you take him down. Just relentless grappling, just attacking constantly. And you know Izzy's not going to try to be offensive on the ground. He's just trying to get back up. And he does get back up, but he attacks his neck a couple times while he's got him down. But at the end, Izzy's able to shake him off. But it's just the way that, it's just how he's able to be so threatening at all times, no matter, even if he's hurt, he just attacks back. That's the thing with DDP, and that's why he's always going to beat Izzy. I don't think Izzy's able to deal with that kind of style where no matter if you hurt him, he's tired, or he's on a back foot, or he's coming forward, he's just constantly attacking. constantly attacking, constantly threatening. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what he's gonna throw because he's got such a weird, strange style. That's so hard to train for. I think here Izzy DDP catches him with a left hook, but then Izzy catches him with his own left hook maybe, but drops. It looked like he dropped Izzy, and this is what I mean, that he's always attacking. Goes in for the like an ankle pick kind of or a low single, and he gets Izzy down again. I think he just controls him for the rest of this round. I mean, this is where DDP started looking tired, and this is where after this round you see Izzy start implementing his game plan, and this is what he should have been doing from the beginning, from early in round one, body shots. Because you see how DDP reacts to these body shots. He clearly don't like them. Covers up everything. He covers up absolutely everything. Look, he's covering his body, everything, because he knows that body shot's coming. And obviously we know he's got breathing problem or something. Something's wrong with his nose. Even though he's not tired, he says he's not tired. He looks very tired. He's out of breath. I feel like if you really want to affect his breathing, rip them body shots in. And that's something Izzy should have been doing from the beginning. And he does. Round 3, I think, is a very strong round for Izzy. Throws crazy body shots here. Wild left hooks. Well, mad left hooks straight to the rib cage. But like I said, even though he's tired, DDP pulls it out of somewhere and just starts attacking. Great round for Izzy, but I think DDP does start attacking again. Starts pushing him back again at the end of round 3. So landing these shots, pushing him back, constantly looking, threatening. Look, like even this shot, look, he blocks it. Izzy's able to block it, but how many of these shots are you gonna be able to block? No matter how high level you are, if someone's throwing shots at you and you're letting them, one of them's gonna land. And if you're as strong as DDP, then boy, is it gonna hurt. Rosie's crazy. I don't know how he gets away with it. I honestly don't know. And Izzy's like what, the best striker in middleweight? I mean, someone like Izzy you would think would be able to take advantage of these situations, but DDP is doing something right. Izzy round 4 starts with amazing, lovely combinations, uppercuts and body shots. Look, 3-4 punch combinations, and that's what he needed to do from the beginning. But Izzy's just I don't know, he's just not very fast starter all the time. Maybe it would have been a different story if he did start with his body shots from round 1, but never know. DDP, even though he looks tired, he's dangerous. Wounded animal. And so look how tired he is. Look at his mouth. How open it is. Just doesn't back up. Catches him. And this is where you start catching him. This is the first time in the fight where he starts catching Adesanya in the blitzes. Like he did catch him a few times in the other rounds as well, but this is where he starts landing clean. And you see as soon as he lands on him, another lovely body shot, Adesanya. Guy just can't hurt him. He just doesn't back up. I don't know how anyone's going to beat him. I think this is where he lands a lovely left hook. Stumbles him a little bit, clearly hurts him. And as Izzy's backing away, he throws another right hand, like a weird, look how open his body is. But he lands it. I think he stumbles him, I can't remember. But then Izzy walks away. And this is how you know Izzy was hurt. He's pointing to the ground. You can't really see it clearly on this picture, but he points to the ground as in a stand and fight. And if you look at the time, 1 minute 40, 2 seconds later, he's backing up. Obviously, he's clearly dazed. And this is where DDP ends the fight. Same thing he was doing throughout the whole entire fight. Just blitzing in, throwing as many powerful shots as he can, landing if he lands, and if he doesn't, at least he's backed him up. Drops him straight on his back. Again, within 1 second, throwing in the hooks. Both of the hooks in. Finish him. Taps. It's crazy because Izzy's even though people are saying he's old now, he's like 35. But I don't think he's an old 35, if you know what I mean. He's like a I think he's got a lot of fight left in him. If he wants to do it, I think he could become world champion again. But I don't see him being DDP anytime soon.